What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the Socially Awesome Podcast. Elise Smith here. I'm your host. I'm really excited to be back with you guys after a short break of the podcast. My team and I had to regroup and really think about what can we help you with on the podcast the most. And I really want to focus on content framework, content strategy, and what drives those sales in your business. Because after all, that's what I teach in the Social Success Academy 2.0 is really looking at your content and how you can rinse and repeat it so that you can quit being burnt out, quit having content fatigue, and start skyrocketing your business to your first six-figure year. So today we're talking about a common misconception that I see in the industry. And it's really something that a lot of people struggle with. They feel like they have a growth issue or a visibility issue, right? So you may have thought in the past, I'm shadow banned, no one's seeing my content, no one's seeing my stuff on their feed. And in actuality, you have a system issue. And I'm going to go into depth on this today in this episode. So I want you to stay tuned with me all the way till the end and really get the most out of this for you. But the system issue is the real reason you aren't making the money in your business that you want to make. And like I said, I promised you I'm going to go into depth with this. So I want you to think about it first. If it was a growth issue, then those who are seeing your stuff, even if you're stuck in 200 view jail or 300 view jail, those people would still be buying from you. So if you're having a sales problem and you're not making sales at all, or they're very, very inconsistent, they're hit or miss, it proves that it's not necessarily a growth issue, right? If you can't sell to 50 followers, you're not going to be able to sell to 50,000. And that fact alone really shows us it's more in depth than that. If you had more followers right now and your message was the same, it wouldn't move sales in your business anyway, unless your content system is delivering the correct message to the correct person over and over, okay? So the good news is that you don't need to create more content. You don't need to be creating hundreds of pieces of content every single week to skyrocket your business to six figures and beyond. And I am the proof of the pudding for that. I have created a six-figure income twice from two different offers. So when I first launched the agency, if you aren't aware of my history, my first business started in June of 2022, and it started as a social media marketing agency where I managed other people's content. I managed other people's platforms, and I hit $100,000 in less than 60 days with that business alone. I did the same thing on a brand new account on TikTok, brand new audience, brand new people. I hit $100,000 in 6 months selling digital products. So by executing a rinse and repeat content system and shifting how I was speaking to that ideal client, I absolutely did not have to recreate the wheel over and over and over when it came to content. And it's how you'll double your conversions in just 30 days. So this is done in two ways. I'm going to break them down for you in this episode. First, creating a content system that is strategically aligned with your audience and your sales funnel. Every piece of content that you put on social media should be driving people back to your sales funnel. It needs to be driving sales in your business. And it's so important that you understand that. The only way to be able to do that is to make sure that your content is speaking to the right person on the right platform in the right time of their journey, okay? So you need an organized system that includes brainstorming, planning, creating, and repurposing your content. And that's what's going to help you get out of that reactive mode and into that proactive mode, right? This avoids you waking up going, oh my gosh, what do I need to post today to make a sale, right? When you have a system, it allows you to make data-driven decisions for your business and take the guesswork out of what type of content is going to work for your unique business. And I call it a system because once you have it nailed down, it really is rinse and repeat, which leads me to step 2. You need to implement a rinse and repeat content framework in your business. So this leads to higher engagement and conversions from new and existing audience members, resulting in more predictable and consistent sales growth. So again, the truth is if your current audience isn't converting, new audience members won't either, and you're going to constantly be feeling overwhelmed by the need to be active on all the different platforms. Oh, now I need Pinterest. Oh, now I need Facebook. Oh, now I need Instagram. And you're going to be creating content specific to each platform, and you're going to get fatigued very quickly. You're putting in the effort, but you're not seeing the desired growth in leads and sales or brand awareness. And if I were you, I'd quit too. I would quit if my business wasn't bringing in any result. But when looking at this and implementing a rinse and repeat content framework, if you're rinsing and repeating the wrong thing over and over and over, it's not going to change the result. So it really is step one. You got to go back step one and create a strategic content framework that aligns with your audience and your offers. That is the groundwork. So when I have people come into my academy and say, I've been posting 3 times a day for 6 months, I haven't made a sale. Well, then you're not posting something correctly. And I know that kind of stings a little bit, but it's the most important thing. When you're creating your content system to do the heavy lifting, you've got to make sure that it's speaking to the right person and pointing to your offer as the solution. If people watch your content, that's great. But if they don't understand that your content is driving them to make a purchase from you, it's not going to yield a result. And this is what stops you from stressing about, oh my gosh, it's 7 p.m. I haven't got my content up today. And finally having that sense of control and efficiency inside your business. You have to run the marketing of your business as a CEO and stop treating it like a side hustle. And this is the work that I do with my high proximity clients and students inside my Social Success Academy 2.0. And this is why in as little as 1 month, if you can get your system plugged into play, you can skyrocket your sales. Even if your audience doesn't grow at all, you'll start seeing conversions. Because when we look at content, engagement content is what will drive likes and views and new followers, but conversion content is what drives sales. And if you don't know how to write and plug conversion content into your system, it's not going to bring in consistent sales. So again, this is the exact method that I teach to all of my students inside the academy. And I really hope that you will take this episode and really refine, okay, what is my system currently? Where are my gaps? What am I avoiding doing in my business? And where am I being reactive? Because until you get into proactive mode and start showing up and really bringing this to light in your content, your ideal client is not going to make a buying decision with you. So, as always, if you got any value out of this episode, please screenshot yourself listening to it, throw it in your stories and tag me. I absolutely want to celebrate you in my stories. It's one of the fastest ways to grow your audience is to get in front of more audience members and collaboration. And then, of course, make sure you check the show notes for all the resources that we have on this. It absolutely is vital that you continue to grow in your business and learn in your business and make these changes without just giving up and saying, you know what, this isn't for me. So until next time, make it simple, make it social, make it awesome. I'll see you next week.